A Venezia vs Juventus prediction, team news, lineups preview. Both teams will have a lot on the line when Venezia host Juventus in Sunday's Serie A season finale, with the hosts staring relegation in the face at Stadio Penzo. While the Lagunari need help from elsewhere to have any chance of avoiding the drop, Juve are looking to secure a Champions League return for next season. Victory will wrap up fourth place for the Bianconeri at the end of another subpar campaign. Match preview. With just one match remaining, Juventus occupy pole position in the sprint for Champions League qualification, though there are still 3 teams capable of claiming fourth place depending on the outcome of another serious Super Sunday. While the Turin Giants will guarantee fourth spot if they beat Venezia, both Roma, who play away against Juve's city rivals Torino, and Lazio, at home to Lecce, stand ready to pounce. Juventus lead 5th-placed Roma by 1 point and 6th-placed Lazio by 2, so they are on track to achieve the board's minimum requirement, albeit a tie between any of the trio would see head-to-head records decide their fate. Taking one step closer last week, the Bianconeri saw off mid-table Udinese, with both goals created by Kenan Yildiz. Nico Gonzalez broke the deadlock on the hour mark before Dusan Vlahovic finally ended his drought by firing home a late second. The latter is one of several men whose future is up in the air, including interim head coach Igor Tudor, who will lead Juve to the new Club World Cup next month but could then depart, so a summer of change may await. First, though, Tudor will attempt to win an away game at his 5th attempt since replacing Thiago Motta, as the Croatian's prolonged trial period continues. After a last-gasp leveler from Vlahovic salvaged a 2-2 draw in December's reverse fixture. Tudor's men are aware that only maximum points will do this weekend, otherwise, fourth place could go to either club from the capital. Venezia's fate is a little more complicated. But they know one thing for certain ahead of Sunday's crucial contest: they must produce a first top-flight home win over Juventus since April 1962. Eusebio Di Francesco's side occupy 19th place. 2 points from safety, so even victory might not prove sufficient to escape relegation back to Serie B. Last season's second-tier playoff winners are facing an immediate return, as their disastrous 3-0 defeat to Cagliari last week allowed Lecce and Empoli to pull clear. Having trailed from the 11th minute in Sardinia, the Lagunari were never likely to fight back, as they average under 1 goal per game. Without a consistent striker, Venezia have struggled to score from open play, and 53% of their league goals this term have come from set pieces, representing a league high in 2024-25. Still, the Arancione Verdi have won 2 of their last 3 home games, as many victories as throughout the previous 13, and this would be a perfect moment to post back-to-back Serie A wins at Stadio Penzo for the first time in 25 years. Then, they would need Empoli and Lecce to falter. Should both draw and Venezia beat Juve, leaving them all locked on 32 points, a dramatic playoff would take place, but Di Francesco will not be looking that far ahead. Team news. Igor Tudor can call upon utility man Weston McKennie, despite the USA international limping off with an ankle injury last week, while Juventus welcome back both Kefren Thuram and Nicolo Savona from one-match bans. Pierre Kalulu is still suspended, joining long-term absentees Juan Cabal, Arkadiusz Milik and Bremer on the sidelines. Furthermore, midfielder Tun Koopmeiners continues to struggle with an Achilles issue. Hoping to displace Randall Kolo Muani up front, misfiring striker Dusan Vlahovic scored against Udinese after a run of 7 league matches without a goal, and Sunday's game could potentially be his last for the club. With 2 assists, Kenan Yildiz took his tally of Serie A goal involvements up to 10. Becoming the youngest player to hit double figures this season. Juve have a points-per-game average of 2. 1 with the Turkish star in their starting lineup, that drops to less than half 1.0 when he does not start. One of Venezia's main creators, Gaetano Oristano, is a doubt due to an injury sustained against Cagliari. So Christian Gitjer could partner John Yeboah in attack. Once again, the hosts' midfield metronome will be Hans Nicolussi Caviglia. The ex-Juve player has scored a league-leading 2 goals via direct free kicks this season. And his overall total of 4 is enough to top the Lagunari scoring charts. Captain and key centre-back Jay Idzes picked up his 5th yellow card of the campaign last week, so either Alessandro Marcandali, Reggiano Haps or Marin Sverko should step in. Venezia possible starting lineup: Radu, Marcandali, Shintian, Cand, Zerban, Perez, Nicolussi Caviglia, Bugio, Ellertson, Yeboah, Gitjer. Juventus possible starting lineup: Di Gregorio, Costa, Kelly, Savona, Gonzalez, Locatelli, Thuram, Cambiaso, Conceição, Yildiz, Colomwani. We say, Venezia 1-2 Juventus. Much improved since the turn of the year, Venezia have become tougher to beat on home turf, but their final day fixture is far from ideal and relegation surely awaits. For all their flaws, Juventus still boast plenty of quality and, following a few scares, they should get the win that secures Champions League qualification. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.